guys, I have one of my colleagues when she arrives here, she says, "Tada!"
Ta-da!
I think I see why. It's a very beautiful place, Sacré-Cœur. Most of the tourists will be on the other side of it, and I really recommend you going there after, because this is where you have the very beautiful view at all the city. Me, I prefer to end my tour here because, as you can see, you have way less people here. You have just have a friend of mine right here. That's why I'm not speaking too loud, because we are still friends, even if we're guides, we're rivals. So this is way more calm, and too, I think you have a better view at all the architecture of the church. As you can see, you have the Roman arch, the Gothic gargoyle, the Byzantine dome. They a bit wanted to put in one church all the elements of the history of architecture, of church architecture at least. That's why it's very interesting, I think. But you see, it's very big, very white. It was built in a stone that is very special. Every time it rains, this stone is getting whiter. That's why it's pretty white right now. It's because it's rained a lot in the last few days. And I need to tell you the story of the church so you understand why it's so important I say white. This church was built in 1871. 1871, you remember, is the same date as the fountain we saw before and at the last big French Revolution. It was built here where the last revolutionaries were killed, and it was built in white, and white in France is the color not only of Christianism but also of monarchy, of the kings. So for a lot of people, this church is not a beautiful place. It's actually a symbol of the far right, of the people that want to go back to the old way of the monarchy, of the church having all the power. There's a saying that you can see, I told you we love protests in France, and especially in Paris, and that you can see the Sacré-Cœur from all the places of protests, and that it's a bit a reminder from the people of the army to tell to the protesters, remember what happened last time. I told you 35,000 people killed in 1 week, especially here in Montmartre. So that's why a lot of people don't like it. Every year in mostly the leftist newspaper, you have a poll, should we destroy the Sacré-Cœur or not? And a lot of people want to destroy it to the ground. I think you understood during this tour, I love the revolution, no problem with it. I also love churches, I think it's a very beautiful one. Don't worry, it's not far right anymore, no problem to enter it. We will stop the tour here. I recommend you going to the other side of the garden and taking a turn by the